is going on, my YouTube family? We are back again. This is Dayz, Dark. You know, like Dayz. Excuse me, by Dhome. So let's get into this.
Yo, father, what? Sam them. Bleach it.
Yo, Sam.
Bleach it. Dawk. BNG. West Bank. Black State. I don't know a thing come one night time them. That Dayz. This thing ain't normal. Tell you about that Dayz. Run from cops to me seat and I say boy you hard yes. Tell you about that Dayz. Try out the line food jog and the youth them start here. Tell you about that Dayz. Bleach the 40 my blast it just time I'm a ras here. Tell you about that Dayz. I'ma tell you about that Dayz. Them say life sweet but me know the truth. Hard days, dark night and wicked youth. Road course I may ever have a fire for you.
He said, they say life's sweet, but I know the truth. Dark days, something else, and wicked youth. Y'all, back to the thing I was talking about, different realities. People really live different lives. And we know this, but it's like you really have to think about, you have to really be mindful of the way that you're speaking to people, what you're doing to people, because you just never know what they're going through. And this is a statement that is, I feel like a cliche at this point because everyone says it, but it's the truth. So I feel like that resonated with me for a second there.
I'ma bring the heat for burn like a fuse. We have fight the fight now, no time for lows. Stand firm now, shake. Warrior chose, can't surrender, dark can't retreat. You fall to the top, my gun, but I feel a rough. Tell you boy.
He said to the top, I'm going. Don't think there's a roof, you know. I have to, y'all. Why did I have to be born in America? You know, there's benefits to that, but regardless, I don't have an accent. It's the gist of it. So I have to repeat it with my English accent, which doesn't do the song justice, you know? If I could repeat it back bar for bar, accent for accent, I would, but I don't want to embarrass myself.
Try out the line food jog and the youth them start. Tell you boy. Bleach it. Time I'm a ras here, tell you boy. I'ma tell you about that Dayz. Yeah. Them a fuck up the world, it evil dog. Dream a devil laugh, have some evil thoughts. But a prayer cause their children need a lot. See the road but them kinda feeling lost. See the dream and the vision getting dark. Them no member the youths a feel it hard. Reason war thing and grow your children smart. Teach them for be strong and know the lad. Still a fight the fight. Now hear when them talk I just got an eye. See the road them a walk, pussy do not try. Half a great more shine but time a fly. Set a legacy them can't see the eye in my eyes. Fight fire with fire, now have time for hide. Pray to the most side, just guide my life. Some my dreams and my goals.
He said, I fight fire with fire, I don't have time to hide. I like what he said about, you know, teaching your kids about the Lord and doing the right things and living a certain type of way, but you know, and then continuing and saying I fight fire with fire, which I can understand why people say that, because sometimes you be like, listen, the karma's taking too long. I'm karma now. But you really have to relax. Like certain situations you have to be like, you know what, and then I feel like certain situations sometimes there's nothing that you can do to make a person realize that they have messed up severely. That's like explaining the principle to somebody and they're just ignorant. So you even trying to start a conversation with them is like you talking to a brick wall. You just slam your car into a brick wall over and over because this person they don't understand. They don't get they're so far gone that what you explaining something to them, it doesn't matter. So that fighting fire with fire doesn't work when people are ignorant. Because the next best thing, if they don't understand you, is to beat them. You cannot go around beating everybody, you know?
I go for mine. Tell you about that day. Run from see it. Say boy, tell you boy. Try out the line food jog. You them start here. Tell you boy. Bleach the 40, my blast it just down my ras here. Tell you boy. Yo, BNG, Black State, Steady, Vivo.
I'd give this, I'm going 8 out of 10. I only because I would say I was going to go 8.5, but only because I think like there's parts of the song where his voice gets higher and lower, but I don't think it's at a like it doesn't blend well. That's not the right terminology, y'all, but you know, like there are times on songs where I've heard people get significantly louder when they're saying something. It's like and then it goes back down to a certain, but it was like at one point I was like, wait, it got way louder and then it went down. So I don't know, that might be like a behind the scenes technicalities type of thing, but I noticed that, and maybe I could be wrong. So y'all, let me know, the artist, if you watch this, let me know what was happening. But I liked what he was talking about, and I feel like you could feel the passion in it and his emotion through the song, because sometimes I hear songs about people's troubles and it almost sounds very performative. Obviously, performative entertainment music is that, but you know, I feel like when I'm hearing a pain song, I should feel it, I should listen to it, and a part of me should be like, damn, life is hard for real. but you know, in this case, I felt it. Like even when on the parts where I said it got loud, you could really like, okay, he's really going. But I feel like certain songs, I like it, and then I'll listen to it again, and I'll be like, it sounds like too, I don't want to say that, because that doesn't even, like, to me, that makes sense in my head, but I know if I say it. I was going to say it sounds too, like that fluffy, lighthearted struggle, where it's like, you put out a song because, you know, people will relate to it, but it's just for the sake of, like, you don't feel the person's passion behind it. There's nothing in the song that sounds very specific to the artist. Does that make sense, y'all? Let me know what y'all thought, but I'm going to go 8 out of 10. Shout out to you, Dome. Thank you for sending me your music. Dome, I'm saying it right? Thank you for sending me your music. I apologize for the delay, but we're here now. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.